This portion of the video will point out the basic features found on most Stihl Cut-Quick cutoff machines. Additional information on these features will be described in the appropriate sections throughout this video. Your cutoff machine will have an air filter system, one of the most important features of your machine that will require routine maintenance. This maintenance will vary by model and by manufacturer. Shown here is the Stihl X2 filter. These filters require no maintenance, but are to be replaced when a loss of engine power is detected. You do not clean these. Check your instruction manual for the proper maintenance for your cutoff machine's air filter system. This is a purge pump, designed to fill the carburetor with fresh fuel. This pump not only aids in easier starting, but is also an effective feature for purging warm fuel out of the carburetor, displacing it with fresh, cooler fuel, which helps in eliminating hot start problems. Your machine may come with a decompression valve, as shown on our Stihl Cut-Quick. Depressing this valve prior to starting the unit will allow a portion of compression to be relieved from the cylinder, resulting in easier cranking. Once started, the valve will return to the fully closed normal position. The starter grips are large, making it easy to grasp for those with large hands or when wearing heavy gloves. Stihl also uses their trademarked Elasto start handle on select units, which acts as a shock absorber when the starter rope is pulled, resulting in a more comfortable cranking process. These are the machine's carburetor adjustment screws. They may vary by model. Check with your instruction manual for the proper adjustment procedure for your machine. This is the fuel tank cap. Here, Stihl utilizes a twist-to-seal design. This is the cutoff machine's rear handle. This is where the throttle trigger and throttle trigger interlock will be located on Stihl cutoff machines. The throttle trigger will determine the speed your machine runs when depressed, just as the accelerator pedal in your automobile. The throttle trigger interlock is a protective device that will only allow you to depress the throttle trigger if you have a full grip on the rear handle assembly, a feature that is designed to eliminate the accidental acceleration of the machine when it is running in the work area. This switch assembly will act as the on-off device, as well as the locking device for the throttle for cold starting. Other than starting your machine, never operate the machine with the throttle engaged in this locked starting position. The choke lever is used when starting a cold machine, or one that has not been run for several minutes. This will be covered in more detail in the Starting Your Cutoff Machine portion of this video. The engine on your cutoff machine creates vibration. Stihl uses anti-vibration systems on its cutoff machines that will help reduce the transfer of these vibrations to the operator. This is the machine's muffler, equipped with a spark arrestor screen. The cast arm of your machine connects the engine to the wheel. Some arms, or at least the wheel support, are reversible, allowing for centered cutting, where the unit is best balanced for handheld use, or for outside cutting, typically used when utilizing a cart attachment as shown here, or cutting along a curb or wall. The guard will determine the flow of debris and sparks when using your machine. It is adjustable for varied working conditions. We will discuss this further later in the video. All Stihl units are supplied with a water attachment, an important feature used to reduce airborne dust in certain cutting applications. This is the unit's tensioning nut, used to properly adjust the tension of the drive belt. The drive belt transfers the power from the engine to the wheel. The wheel is the part that will come into contact with the material you want to separate. Only two types of abrasive wheels may be used on your Stihl Cut-Quick: diamond segment and composite. Using the proper wheel rated for the material you are cutting is extremely important. Not doing so can cause serious harm to the operator or even fatal injury. We will spend more time on this subject in the Understanding Authorized Wheel segment of this video. The thrust washer and bolt are what holds the wheel in place on the spindle.